5 years ago, my wife and I purchased this home, originally built in 1883. Over the course of the next several months, we are going to bring this home back to life using materials sourced from or manufactured right here in the United States. We are going to buy our materials from as many small businesses and local business owners as possible. Hey guys, today on our renovation, we're going to be texturing the walls in the dining room. Normally you do that with an air compressor and a spray gun. I'm going to do it with a sponge because I'm cheap, and I'll show you guys how that works and how it's turned out so far. The wife's happy with it, so that's what we're going to do to stay in budget for this. Alright, you're going to mix your mud the same way you would if you were using an air compressor and the spray gun. Just a pancake batter consistency. The only difference is you're going to use a sponge. You'll coat your sponge in it and then wipe it all over the wall. Be very liberal with it. Alright, so now that I've got the whole wall painted in drywall mud, I'll wait and I'll let it dry for just a couple minutes, let it start to harden up, and then I'll dab it with the sponge, and that'll give us the texture, and then we'll let it dry for a little bit longer, and I'll go through with the blade and give it the knockdown texture. Right now we're just waiting on it to dry. Alright, so now that the mud has sat for a few minutes, I'm going to dab it with my sponge, give it some texture.
Okay, so we're back. The boys have the walls all textured and the drywall's up and everything's good to go. So I am going to start painting. I hope that's what I'm supposed to be doing. The room is, like you can see, full of stuff. We took out the cabinets in our laundry room, so all of our storage is just in here right now until he gets the new ones. Until he gets the new ones built. So I'm just gonna work around it. This room, I'm just going to roller paint. We're gonna spray whenever we do our new cabinets and the kitchen and everything else we're doing. But this room, I'm just gonna roller paint. It's pretty easy. It's just plain walls. No trim or anything to work around, so shouldn't be too bad. We're also going to paint the ceiling afterwards and do new floors, so I don't really have to worry about it being clean or anything. I'm sure I have someone who's going to want to help. Where are your shoes at? You need shoes in here, man. So that's probably going to be the hardest part of my day. Good to go. Okay, one wall is finished, and I did stop halfway down on purpose. We're putting up a white chair rail, so I mean, figure there's no point painting it blue than painting it white. And also over here, we're building in some bookshelves around our French doors, so that's just all gonna be wood, so we didn't texture it or paint that. It's just plain old drywall. But little man's helping you see with the flashlight. He's actually not being too bad, so I'm gonna keep going. I was thinking maybe I'd only get one wall done, but keep on trucking while I can. Okay, so I got mostly 2 walls done. My extender for my paint thing broke halfway through that wall. You'll notice I'm jumping a lot, which made this a lot more work. And also my little man is getting tired of helping in this room. So I'm gonna call it for this painting session, but I mean, there's paint on the walls. We still have quite a bit to do. Mostly just once we clean everything out of here, I think it'll help a ton. But I'm super excited for the chair rail. I've been really wanting one of those. So I'm excited that Shane said he would put one in for us. So stay tuned. Hey friends, I'm back for another day of painting in the new dining room. You can see I've kind of moved the mess. The floor is a little bit cleaner, but pushed the mess over. Little man is unfortunately napping right now. I don't even know what time it is. It's like 6:30, so he'll probably be awake all night, but it's okay because I'm gonna get some stuff done. Hopefully, he'll probably wake up as soon as I start painting, but here we go. Right by the furnace, or vent. Oops, oh, run. Okay, disaster averted. Sorry, you're right by a vent, so sorry that it's a little noisy. So I have that wall finished, that wall, finished it up. I'm gonna do just a quick second coat on everything that's dry. And then I'm done for now in this room. We just have to get the chair rail painted and get that trim up, and then build the shelves and put the rest of the trim up and do the new floor, and it's still a lot. Out with the old, in with the new. Goodbye, ceiling of tan. Hello, pretty one.
Alright, so we've got all the walls textured, painted. I'm going to start working on the bookshelves so we can get the trim up. And this room will be done. Now that we have our walls textured and painted and our bookshelves built and installed, it's time to move on to flooring. The floor that I'm using in the house is the Quick Step water resistant laminate floor. Okay, I've finished installing the floor. I've built a shelf in between the studs there out of some plywood, the same as my bookshelves. And I'm gonna build all my trim out of the same plywood, minus the baseboard and crown molding. But all my door trim and shelf trim will be the same standard plywood. Alright guys, I've got my chandelier installed, I've got the crown molding up, the chair rail trim installed. The only thing left for this room is to paint all the trim and finish the bookshelf painting and clean it out. I've got the washer and dryer in here. The next room I'm going to start working on is the laundry room. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe to keep up with the progress.